Ladies and gentlemen, Direct Sale Nation presents Chantel Schultz. Get the latest information on direct sale companies, products, business building strategies, and opportunities. We support the guys and gals next door because we are the guys and gals next door. Join us at directsalenation.com to find and list a business and sign up for our newsletter. And now your host, Chantel Schultz.
Well, we're back for day 2 with Meredith Carpenter. She is a stylist manager with Winnie Kat. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, can you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and give us a brief description of what you offer through Winnie Kat?
Sure. Again, my name is Meredith Carpenter. I'm a stylist manager with Winnie Kat, and we are a clothing company based out of Malibu, California, and we specialize in women's casual but comfortable cotton clothing. So we're all about the C's, the cotton, the clothes, the casual, the comfy, and we are proudly made in the U.S., and that's really it. Women's clothing.
Awesome. Well, you can never have enough clothes.
Never.
Okay.
I'm learning that.
Yes, definitely. Well, a lot of direct sale companies talk about your why or your reason for succeeding in direct sales. So can you tell us a little bit about your why?
I can. Initially, my why was to pay off credit card debts. I was like, well, I have credit cards from remodeling and shopping and all of the things that we all do. And I thought I need to, earn some extra money and pay off my credit card debt. And so I started doing that. And what I found was that really wasn't enough of a motivation to keep me going. And I thought there has to be some other reason that I'm doing this, because I could do another job and pay off credit card debt. Why direct sales? Why this business? And I realized it was more for personal growth and to teach me to do things that I wasn't comfortable doing. So I wanted to learn to speak in front of a group. I wanted to learn to do an on-camera interview. I wanted to learn to lead a group of women and mentor them and train them and give them an opportunity to feel good about themselves and financial and just personal independence. There's everybody has a thing or an issue, and it's like there's this career gives me so much positive. I'm surrounded by so many positive people, and I didn't have that in my corporate job. I didn't go to work and have people giving me positive energy all the time. So now my why is to just I want my husband to be able to quit his job. I want him to have less stress and to be able to stay home and travel home back to New York as often as he wants to. I want my kids to be able to have the best education they can have. And I want to be peaceful, and I strive for peace. And in this job, I think will get me there.
Oh yes, I completely agree. Direct sales, just in general, really, really opens up so many possibilities, and the sky is the limit. So those are some really awesome goals to have.
Gotta dream big.
Oh yes, and then bigger. Okay, well, can you tell us about the business opportunity?
Sure. We have our opportunity is we have 2 different packages for to become a stylist. One is your basic package, and that is $199, and that gets you 4 to 6 pieces of the current collection, which is plenty to start your business. You get your website, you get your marketing materials, you get order forms, things like that. So that's a really great way to just jump in and get started. We also have a business builder kit, which is $5.99, and that gets you every piece in our collection. So it's over $1,700 value for the clothing for $5.99. We do offer for the first time a financing option because I do realize the price point is different than some other entry level kits, but we do have a great financing option, and it's very, very doable and flexible. So, like I said, that's the one that I would recommend. It gives you, like I said, every piece in the collection, and you can be up and running within a week. You have great leaders, great support, coaching, mentor, training, and that's about it.
Awesome. Okay, well, is the business opportunity available only in the United States?
Currently, it's only in the U.S. Canada will be next, I'm sure, since they're right next door. And I know Diane is working on that. But right now, it is currently available in the U.S.
Excellent. So let's go ahead and switch gears a little bit and talk about your personal experiences in direct sales.
Okay.
So what has been your biggest hurdle in growing your business, and how have you overcome it?
The biggest hurdle, honestly, is just myself, is getting out there and doing things that and I'm going to say you just in general, that you find uncomfortable, and talking to people and kind of training myself to realize that that I'm offering a great opportunity. Treat it as if it were I was opening a coffee shop or a flower shop or anything like that. So, like I said earlier, a lot of jobs have hard things about them, and no jobs are easy. I am my own worst enemy most of the time. I just have to teach myself that I just need to open my mouth and have confidence and go out and tell people what I already believe to be true. I know I love this product, and I know I love this company. And so I just do it. You wake up and you say, today I'm going to do this. And you say, well, maybe I'll watch TV, or maybe no, just do it.
Yes, that is perfect. Just do it. Well, and like you were saying, treating it like opening an actual storefront, like if you were to open a physical location, a lot of the times it's very similar in that, you have the product that you enjoy. A lot of times you can open a franchise storefront, and there's a lot of drawbacks to opening an actual stationary business because, well, one is extremely expensive because you have
Very
to
expensive.
Have the place, but also you're located in one spot,
Right.
Whereas with direct sales, you're like, oh, I can be anywhere you want to be.
That's right. I can come to you. I can, with the internet and with Facebook. I mean, we all know how much that has helped this industry.
Oh, yes. And location really isn't even that big of a deal anymore, so It's really good. There's a lot of different ways to work the business, and there's a lot of versatility and a lot of opportunity, like, you've already highlighted for us. And since we're talking about stepping out of your comfort zone, can you tell us about a time that you did step out of your comfort zone, and how did it turn out?
I'm doing it right now.
Well, hopefully it turns out awesome. Contact her.
I'm doing it right now. I guess it would be the first time that I did a presentation. I had to stand up in front of a group of women, even my friends, and talk to them about something was really hard for me. And I had shake voice, and I was like, I did it, and everyone was like, yeah, it was great. Everything, you did great. And of course, we're so hard on ourselves, and we want everything to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be the greatest speaker in the world or the greatest entertainer, it's just be yourself. And it's taught me to put a real, mirror on myself and say, I'm okay. This is good enough. This, my friends, I'm not trying to do anything differently here. So, I think it turned out well. I think I did okay. But like I said, my next step is doing things like this, and getting out there and meeting more people, and just being more more face to face.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so what's the craziest thing you've ever done to grow your business? Or if you don't have an answer for that question, was there ever a time that somebody told you, oh, you should try this to grow your business? And you're like, no, that'll never work because it's too crazy. And then you did do it and then it did work?
I don't think anyone's given me a crazy idea. Not that I can think of that quickly. I don't want to have you sit here while I try to think of that. I don't feel like I've done anything crazy yet. I'm ready to do something crazy though. So if you have any ideas, you let me know.
Bring out the walking billboards or billboards.
Billboard? Oh, okay. We can walk in the street. Sandwich boards. Not really. I'm still, I'm going to though. I'm going to do something crazy.
Well, awesome. Well, you'll have to write in and tell us about it. Yes. Okay. So what have been the most effective strategies that you've used to build your business that have worked every single time?
Just asking people, talking to people about it, not overthinking, and whether I get a yes or whether I get a no, I still get an answer. So if you don't ask, you don't know, and you sit. So what I've learned is to ask and put myself out there, and whatever the response is, take it and go whichever way it takes me. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So overall, what would you say are the greatest benefits to being a part of Winnie and Kat and the direct sale community in general?
For Winnie and Kat specifically, the greatest benefit is the position of the company in the industry. I mean, we are poised to explode. This is the year. We have figured out kind of the bumps in the road last year, and there's still so much room and so much available to people to get in and be, frontline to the founder and right there at the Founders Club table, at our conference. And so people, I mean, you hear of companies that are ground floor that have, 10,000, 20,000. I mean, we have 150 stylists in the US. So we are still really in a good position to give people an opportunity to really build something big. And direct sales in general, it's just a positive place. It's people that really think positively and understand that you get back what you put out there. And it's just nice to be surrounded by people who, for the most part, believe in that and believe that what you put out, you get back, and that your success is based on you and not anybody else. So I like being able to work from my backyard whenever I want to. I like being able to be home when my kids get home from school. I like being able to go on vacation and really be on vacation. So there's a lot. I mean, you hear about the flexibility a lot, but it really does mean a lot when you can have that kind of freedom.
Oh yes, definitely. It takes a lot of stress off. And I was listening to a podcast yesterday actually, and they were talking about how how did he put it? Of all the days of the week for you to have a heart attack, you're most likely to have one on Monday morning because people hate their jobs and they're so stressed and they're just like, oh, not another day, not another week of this,
Is it Friday yet?
Exactly. And so, with direct sales, it's not so much like that. You just roll with the punches and, it's
Monday's
really...
my favorite day of the week.
Well,
it absolutely is.
And why is that?
Well, we have our team calls on Monday with Diane, and every Monday at 11 Central, I grab my cup of coffee and I sit in front of my computer and we do our webinar, and it starts my week off just really positively, and I'm motivated every time I get off the call. I'm ready to go. And like you said, it's funny, you see on Facebook, people are like, oh, Monday, and I'm just
Yes.
like, yay, Monday.
You're like, come on over to my side.
Right. Just try. It's not that scary.
How funny. Yes, that's awesome. Okay. So, what would you say to someone who is considering joining a direct sale company but hasn't taken the plunge yet for whatever reason?
Well, I would want to know, kind of what their reservations were and why they're nervous about it. And just kind of talk them through, if it's a financial thing, then figure out what you need to do. If they're just afraid of the perception or things like that, there are ways to talk around that. It is an industry that has had some perception issues, I wouldn't call them issues, but there's a certain perception. I think that's really changing. There's a lot of really smart and fun and creative people that have chosen to make direct sales their career, and rather than a traditional, corporate or traditional job. And to me, this is really no different than any other job. I just work for myself rather than for someone else. And when you think about it, and you kind of lay it out, it's really not that different.
Right. It's a great business model when you really sit down. And I know, like you were saying, like there's been some just kind of, I don't know, maybe not the most positive ideas about direct sales. Like, oh, the pyramid scheme, and like, no,
Right.
no.
Right. I was like, well, take a look at your corporate chart, and you'll see
Yes.
a president at the top, and you'll see a couple of VPs, and then you'll see a couple of general managers, and then you'll see, a lot of workers. And, that's just basically how industry, businesses are set up. It's just we're paid differently. So
Exactly. And, there's one person at the top, or a select few of people at the top, and your chances of getting to that are so slim. I mean, and then just thinking about all the time and hours and stress you have to
What
put
you have to
into
do
it to get to have a chance to even get up there. Whereas in direct sales, you get paid on all of your efforts. You get paid for your leadership, all the people underneath you. I mean, I don't know. I just can't say enough good things about the way that the pay structure is. And, I really hope that more people will take the time to sit down and talk to your local direct sales representative or one of us
right.
about all the benefits of the type of payment structure. And of course, every company has their own compensation plan, so everybody's a little bit different, but the general idea, really benefits you, rather than, corporate America or whatever. Plus, every person I've talked to on this show, they just have so many positive things to say about the support and the training and the pats on the back and everything. And I mean, I was a teacher. That I don't consider that corporate America, but there's definitely a hierarchy going on there. And
absolutely,
there's some days that you feel like you're on top of the world, and there's other days you're just like, oh my gosh. And it's not the kids. It's other people.
Right. No.
But, so I can only imagine what it's like in like the actual corporate setting or whatever. But
yeah, I have friends that are, that travel 3 weeks out of every month, and they're never home, and, they make good salaries, but the stress level and the amount of work and time that they put in, it wasn't worth it to me, to continue with that kind of lifestyle, to go home feeling, and this is my experience, not every corporate job obviously is, but you come home and your head hurts and you're like, oh, why? So, it's a nice alternative. To me, it's a much more peaceful existence.
Yes, I completely agree. Mm-hmm. So, can you go ahead and tell us what your favorite business book or business resource is that you would recommend to other people in direct sales to help them be motivated or grow their business?
Sure. I'm reading and always read. It's sort of my reference go-to is Build It Big. And Diane gifted that book to me when I first started, and it is dog-eared and highlighted, and I go through and read it often because, like I said, there are days when you're like, what am I doing and what's going on? And then you go back and you know, there's always somebody and some source of inspiration or training or positivity that I was missing in my other career. I couldn't go and say, I'm really having a down day. Could you kind of pick me up or share some words of wisdom with me? And that didn't happen. So I would recommend Build It Big.
Awesome. And what's your favorite book for fun?
Book for fun. I've not read a book for fun in a while. I have small children.
So if you give a mouse a cookie?
Yes, right now. Goodnight iPad. Have you seen this?
No.
Well, you know Goodnight Moon. Have you heard of Goodnight Moon?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, Goodnight Moon is a very popular children's book. And do you have children?
Yes, I have a little girl. She's about to be 2.
Okay, so she's maybe not ready for that book yet, but
we're still doing
it's a great
cardboard,
bedtime story.
It's
but it's about basically saying goodnight to all the different parts of things in a child's room, and then they go to bed. And this one's called Goodnight iPad, and it's just about the technological change that's happening and with kids and everything. It's just kind of funny. But it's not an adult book.
Oh.
Well, maybe it is.
All right. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to say about the business opportunity, direct sales in general, or anything before we wrap up?
Yeah, I mean, I think we covered it really. I think that, just having kind of an open mind and talking to someone, whether it's me or you or their local direct salesperson that invites them to a party, shop from direct salespeople. They are working hard, and help them out, host parties and go to parties, and be open-minded about the business opportunity. I think the more people that we have in the industry that are creative and smart and fun, it'll really change the industry for the better and keep it going on a path that I think we all want it to be on, where it's not that old traditional, like you said, scam scheme type of image, that it really is a fun and really great way for anybody, regardless of background, education, social class, anything. There's an opportunity for anybody to succeed, men and women. I have men on my team on other things, and so it's a great opportunity for everyone. So just ask questions, and if you're curious, just open your mind a little.
Well said. Well, do you want to go ahead and remind everybody how they can get in touch with you?
Sure. You can email me. It's merecarp04@gmail.com, or you can text or call 214-282-3435. My Facebook page is Meredith Carpenter, Stylist Manager for Winnie Kat, and my website is winnieandkat.com/mere, M-E-R-E.
Awesome. Well, thank you again so much for being here. I've really enjoyed our conversation the last 2 episodes.
Thank you. It's been fun.
All right. And we look forward to keeping in touch.
Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Thanks for listening, and we look forward to meeting you at DirectSaleNation.com, where we support the guys and gals next door. Be sure to tune in next time for more great information from Direct Sale Nation and Chantel Schultz. Please be aware that these interviews are conducted with independent representatives and are not official spokespersons for their respective companies. For more information about a specific company, please visit their website.